Welcome to the DK&Q Lifestyle Podcast with me, Marcus, and today we're going to talk about hypersensitivity. And by that I mean, what do what do I mean? So, I'm talking in a group about certain things. And I've spoken several times, but today is the day they're going to say something to me. About this certain thing. It's not that they don't always say something to me. They say something to me all the fucking time. That's what it's what therapy is about. It's about talking, listening and talking, listening and talking, providing alternatives, understanding what people are saying. Da, 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 da. They're the basic premises. Today, I'm talking about when people are staring at you, it might kick off, or certain situations where something's happened, I've kicked off, and even my index offence that I was in for at that time. My index offence is the offence that you're in for, or maybe the main one that you're in for. So, anyway, these it's the screw. So where it was in the group, they was. Actually, let me turn this up. In the group, there's like up to 10 of us, and then there's a screw. The screw is the facilitator of the group. He keeps time. If it gets out of hand, he keeps things in check. Do you know what I mean? Or she. There was female screws as well. Officers. Screws are officers. Security, whatever you want to call them, like. But they're the prison officers. Anyway, Deanie was called. This guy did wonders for me still. Like, anyway, he's gone, oh yeah, because what it is, let you talk, let you talk, let you talk. This is how he did it. They're all different, but this is how he did it. It'd be like, boom. Yeah, so where it is, it just seems like I need to be like doing all this and this and that, and boom, 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 and they just like drop it all madly. I don't know if I was dribbling it. Don't watch the YouTube channel. Anyway, and yeah, and today he spoke and said something about, yeah, we see really hypersensitive. I thought, hypersensitive? Didn't you just hear the story? Man's a bad man. Man's a bad man. Like, what do you mean hypersensitive? The man them have violated. There's a line. They've stepped over. I've put them back over the line. Quite far over the line. They ain't coming across that line again. If they come across me, they know there's a line there. You know the ones there? That's what I'm putting across, yeah? Apologies if the music level, the volume's a bit. We're getting there. Yeah, so he's talking about hypersensitivity. I'm thinking, what? I'm like, hypersensitive. Bear in mind, it's the first time I've heard this. Not just, it's the first time I've heard this in this context. Anyway, he's talking about fucking hypersensitivity. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm like what? Next man's piped up, knowledgeable. This guy was knowledgeable to death, yeah? Big up the man. He's gone, yeah, well, what it is, he had a deep voice like me. He's like, yeah, what? And you start to feel attacked. Do you know what I mean? When people are saying contradictory things to what you know or what you think or what you've just said, you start to feel attacked. Vulnerability kicks in, you know what I mean? And then because when you feel vulnerable, you're like, and you might go on the attack. Do you know what I mean? So it's keeping all that in check, understanding I feel attacked now. I'm feeling vulnerable. So what I want to do now is attack, project. I want to tell him about himself. Like, hold on, well, what about your sensitivity? And as for you, Dean, you little screw. And just screw him off. Like, oh, whoa, that don't sound right, but I don't mean it like that. I mean, tell him off. Tell him what, anyway. Anyway, yeah, so, and it's just understanding that process there. I've said something, they're saying something counter to what I'm saying. I now feel attacked. Not to say that I am, but I feel attacked. Everyone feels attacked when someone says something different to what they're saying. I feel attacked. I'm feeling vulnerable. Now I want to attack to protect myself. Yeah, and verbal, body language, and types of language, swearing. And violence, you know how it goes. We're all the same. We're all human. Do you know what I mean? We all have different versions of that, and we do it with different people, and blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Blah. Been doing that a lot lately. So stop that. Anyway, so I haven't done that. I'm thinking, hold on, right? Boom. I'm thinking, it's the process that I've had to get to. Because when you start to feel attacked, just close your mind off. You like steel yourself, like so you're not thinking now. But I'd learned to be able to understand I'm not being attacked. This is coming from a place of care. What they're saying, they want me to address this because it will make me better. And that's constantly how I was doing it. Just the same as the Breville guy, big up the Breville guy, when that thing kicked off there. And not him, but like when they were getting on to me about that situation, because it wasn't just him getting hammered, I'm getting hammered for like, why did you want to do this? And why did you think that, because I'm letting off all, I'm grasping myself all calm, saying, yeah, well, I told my man not to say anything, this and that. So anyway, because it's all for the betterment of myself to where I am now, so I'm comfortable in who I am, I'm secure in who I am, and I've been who I am for many, many years now. People think because I've just been out for like 2 years or whatever that I'm like 2 years in it. Nah, I'm all when was it now? 2016 I got there. So from 2016 really, a couple of months after being there, it started to fall into place, you know what I mean? Ones like, but as for properly being in it, I'd say like 2017, so we're on that's 6 years now. 6 years I've been into this. Anyway, so they're talking about hypersensitivity, and I'm like, hypersensitive, like, am I? Is it? I'm thinking, but what about that bad man from the ends, and what about that gangster there? I thought, they're sensitive too. I thought they're sensitive too. Oh, the man over there is on the M charge. He's sensitive too. I'm going to be starting on the rest of them. Do you know what I mean? I thought, it's an inability to be able to withstand what's being said. It's an inability to be able to withstand what is done. And I was very sensitive that night. I actually was sensitive before going into that like interaction with my two victims. Like I was already in a vulnerable position but didn't know. And that's what makes people dangerous when they don't, when a person doesn't know how they feel or who they are or how they are, it makes them dangerous because they're unpredictable. Do you know the ones there? I don't mean dangerous like they're wicked and bad. I mean they're just unpredictable. They're just volatile and erratic. We'll touch that on the next pod. So it did make me think like, yeah, do you know what? They're right. I was sensitive that night. Like I already was, because there was like things that happened before, like that bit of rejection there made me like sensitive, and then that thing that happened there. Do you know what I mean? Like made me a bit sensitive. So I was kind of like up for it in a sense because I'm hurt. Tried to reach out, got rejected. Boom, I'm getting super rejected now because bare bad language is coming my way. I've blown my top. And that's it. That's the top and bottom of it. Like hypersensitivity, being hypersensitive. People staring at each other. Like, what? Do you know what I mean? Like, because people are looking, people are using their eyes, but we interpret it as something. We've got associations with people staring at us, you know, the ones there. So, it's, yeah, and it just kicks off. And it's all for the inability of being able to cope with that person looking. And what that means, they've dominated me or they're trying to dominate me, so I need to dominate them. Or vice versa. I'm looking for whatever reason and they're thinking he's trying to dominate me, I need to dominate him. Saying what to me now. Posturing up. Face is a certain way. It's triggering. I'm thinking, whoa, what's going on here? He stepped too close. My personal space circle when it's on is quite large. You know what I mean? And he's only gonna put his big toe in a now. You know the ones there. Beep to you, mate. Fucking beep. I'm fucking podding, mate. Hey, I'm podding, mate. If it's not that, it's light talking. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, so it's just them inabilities there. So it just gives you that resilience. And that resilience is like, it's that bounce back. It's being able to bounce back. What is it resilience that I'm saying as well? Being able to take it in the first place, being tough and like thick-skinned in a sense, like what, you know. So yeah. So basically that's it for today's pod. I'm doing 30 pods in 30 days, and it's not about just like recording 30 pods. I don't know if I said this yesterday. So I was saying to somebody else, I don't know if I said it to them or said it on the pod or both. But it's not just about releasing 30 pods it's about podding every day as well. So even if I might do another one straight after. No one keep it on this shit. Hey, but it's not about just like in 10 days doing 3 a day and then releasing them as I'm doing them, and then I've got another 20 days worth. Like, nah. Even if I do 100 in a week, still keep podding for the 30 days. You know, them ones there. It's all about just bam, getting that experience and getting it out. But yeah, hopefully it's been entertaining. Like, comment, share, subscribe. The YouTube is DQ&Q Lifestyle Podcast, and that is also the Spotify. Big up yourselves, big up everyone. Trust me, we're all learning, we're all moving forward. Growth thing, up. Marcus, DQ&Q Lifestyle Podcast.